When a woman is deeply aroused, her body might look composed, her face calm, her voice steady, but her energy tells another story. There's a vibration in the air, a rhythm you don't see, but feel. It's that quiet electricity that hums between you and her. Because true attraction doesn't shout. It whispers. It's her soul saying, I trust this moment enough to let my guard fall. Most men miss it. They search for signs, a smile, a glance, a touch. But what reveals her desire runs deeper. It's in the softness of her tone, the way her laughter lingers after yours, the dilation of her pupils when your eyes meet. She mirrors your body without even knowing. Lean in, she follows. Touch your face, and moments later, her hand mimics yours. That's not coincidence. That's connection, being born in real time. A woman's attraction isn't something you can measure with glances or gestures. It moves deeper than the body. It's spiritual, intuitive, and emotional. It awakens when she feels seen, not merely observed, heard, not picked apart, safe, not hunted. In that stillness of safety, her guard begins to soften. You'll notice the smallest changes. She drifts into your orbit more often, her timing aligning with yours as if by chance. She might show up where you are, find reasons to stay a little longer, or linger in a conversation that should have ended minutes ago. It's not strategy. It's resonance. Something in her energy recognizes something steady in yours, something calm, grounded, and quietly masculine. She isn't chasing you. She's responding to the peace you radiate. Her spirit seeks rest in the gravity of your composure, drawn not by words, but by the unspoken sense that around you, she can finally exhale. Feminine energy thrives in stillness. It expands in the quiet gravity of a man who doesn't need to prove himself. The calmer you are, the louder her attraction becomes. The more rooted your energy feels, the more her spirit feels safe enough to open. You see, women don't unfold through words or promises. They respond to the unspoken, to presence, tone, and energy. Real confidence isn't a performance. It's the absence of restlessness. It's something her body senses before her mind can name it. When your energy is stable, her nervous system mirrors that balance. Her breath slows. Her shoulders drop. Her laughter softens. And in that stillness, her desire begins to bloom, not from persuasion, but from peace. She doesn't trust you because you asked her to. She trusts you because your presence made fear unnecessary. That's the essence of masculine power, quiet, contained, and deeply magnetic. 1. Her eyes tell you everything. A woman's eyes are the first doorway to her truth. Long before she speaks, they begin to reveal the emotions her lips won't confess. When she's drawn to you, her gaze changes texture. It lingers just a second too long, soft but curious, calm yet electric. Her pupils expand, her focus deepens, and in that unspoken stare, an entire conversation unfolds. She may glance away quickly as if caught, but that's not shyness, it's vulnerability surfacing. The eyes betray the heart before the voice ever does. When she looks at you with both warmth and hesitation, it's a subconscious wrestling with safety and desire. Men often mistake this for simple attraction, but it's more sacred than that. It's the feminine essence testing the masculine stillness, wondering, can I trust this energy? If your presence remains calm, her gaze will always return. Because it's not your looks that hold her, it's the peace she feels when her eyes meet yours. Some men leave a mark without saying much, and that's because their energy speaks in silence. They don't rush. They don't perform. They feel. Women remember these men not for charm or words, but for how their presence made time slow down. When she's around that kind of energy, her breath changes, her rhythm adapts, her emotions tune to yours. This is connection beyond logic. It's resonance. You can't fake it. You can't force it. You can only embody it. Every woman's energy tells a story written in tone, posture, and micro-expressions. But most men are too distracted to read it. The calm man listens, to the space between her words, to the tremor in her voice, to the quiet she allows to exist. That's where her truth hides. And when you can hold that silence without fear, she'll begin to reveal pieces of herself no one else has seen. Because in a world that moves too fast, a grounded man becomes unforgettable simply by being still. 2. She breaks her own rules. When a woman is truly drawn to a man, subtle shifts begin to appear in her behavior. She starts bending the rules she once held firm, not out of recklessness, but out of trust. She might text first even when she swore she never would, or find excuses to touch your arm, your shoulder, your hand, in ways that feel accidental but aren't. These small gestures aren't casual. They're micro-expressions of emotional surrender. She's showing that around you, her usual boundaries feel unnecessary. And this surrender only happens when she feels emotionally safe. Safety is her gateway to desire. It isn't dominance, manipulation, or seduction, it's trust. A man who can maintain steadiness and emotional grounding doesn't need to demand attention. She gives it freely. Every step she takes toward you is a response to the energy you embody, not a reaction to what you say or do. When you can hold that space without pushing, she will continue to unfold, revealing her curiosity, her interest, and her emotional depth naturally, without force or pretense. 3. Her voice and tone change. Her voice becomes one of the clearest indicators of her attraction. Notice how it softens around you, carrying a warmth and ease that wasn't there before. Her laughter changes too. It lingers longer, freer, more genuine. Even small shifts in pitch or cadence are signs that her nervous system is responding to your presence. Women mirror emotional energy before physical desire surfaces, and when she feels safe, her tone reflects it. Her words may remain casual, but her energy communicates volumes. This isn't something that can be faked. It emerges naturally in response to steadiness, confidence, and calm. When your presence conveys security, her body relaxes, her breathing deepens, and her mind allows itself to trust. Emotional alignment, not clever lines or superficial charm, is what awakens her attention. The more consistent and grounded your energy, the more she feels encouraged to express herself, revealing her genuine feelings in ways that surpass what words alone could convey. 4. The playful touch and closeness. When a woman begins to trust a man, her body starts to show it in subtle, playful ways. A brush of her hand, a laugh that leans toward you, a shoulder that rests just a little closer. These are not random gestures. They are invitations, a gentle language of comfort and desire. She isn't seeking to manipulate or test you. She is responding to the safety you radiate. Every movement, every touch is a reflection of her emotional openness. And this openness is sacred. It's not to be taken lightly or exploited. The man who recognizes this holds her energy with respect, meeting her vulnerability with calm strength. This is the moment where connection transcends physical attraction. It becomes emotional, spiritual, and magnetic. When you honor her trust without trying to control it, her closeness deepens naturally. She doesn't move closer because she has to. She moves closer because she feels safe enough to do so. Real intimacy arises in this space, where guard drops effortlessly, and presence replaces performance. 5. When she mirrors you. A woman's body is a mirror to her emotions, and when she's attracted, this reflection becomes evident. She unconsciously mimics your gestures, your posture, even your rhythm of movement. If you lean in, she leans in. If you touch your face, she follows that motion. It isn't coincidence, it's alignment of energies. This mirroring is a subconscious way of saying, I feel safe with you, I trust you, I am connected to you. Attraction isn't logical. It is emotional and energetic. The man who understands this doesn't chase or pressure. He simply embodies calm confidence. His presence alone allows her nervous system to relax, her heart to open, and her curiosity to explore deeper. She doesn't need words to express her interest. Her energy speaks for her. By staying grounded and consistent, he becomes a constant in her world, a magnet she instinctively orients toward. This connection is not about control or conquest. It is about resonance, a silent communication that draws her closer naturally, making her feel seen, safe, and understood. When a man chases, attraction runs. When a man stands grounded, attraction returns. Feminine desire thrives in mystery. She doesn't want to be convinced. She wants to discover you. That's why restraint is powerful. A man who knows his worth never rushes validation. He doesn't need to prove his value. His silence speaks confidence louder than words. Desire isn't about possession. It's polarity. It's two people in their own power, drawn together by energy, not control. When you master your presence, you stop pursuing and start attracting. Because real masculine energy doesn't chase. It invites. It doesn't beg. It becomes the anchor she didn't know she needed. Attraction is not a game. It's alignment. The more peace you hold inside, the more magnetic your presence becomes. When a woman's energy leans toward you, it's not by accident. It's her soul recognizing safety. So don't perform. Don't impress. Just be. Because when a woman feels safe, seen, and understood, she doesn't just desire you. She remembers you.